right, there's that. Let's see if we're actually there. It is. Good evening, everybody. How's everybody? Good to see you all. Good to be back. I've actually, um, it's been a crazy week, just a crazy week, but happy to be back. Uh, like I said, missed my time with you guys, and but here we are. YouTube will continue to do what YouTube does, and we'll just try to continue to make videos and share information and go from there. So, well, welcome. And so, before we get into the stream tonight, I want to remind everybody that this is a very family friendly oriented channel. Please be decent in the chat. No racism, no nastiness. If you cannot abide by those very simple, easy rules, those awesome people that you see lit up in blue with the wrenches, we'll boot you out of here because we are not going to have it. All right. So, all right. I have been busy. I have been busy. I've been actually actually almost proud of myself, believe it or not. So, the next two videos that you're going to see, I hope you enjoy them. I got a couple set up that I'm going to be doing, and but I've been really trying to get things squared away down here, getting organized better, which was important, and so it's been very very good. I'm really happy with what I'm getting accomplished. We got to talk about the bunker. We're going to talk about the bunker. Lots of comments in the the video that I put up today. Now that video, when I did that video when I first got back down here. Okay, so uh, I figured I'm a big believer. You show the good, you show the bad, you show what can happen, what's there's a possibility of happening, and so that's why I showed that video of us trying to get that done. Um, Ed, can you run electric out to the bunker to run a sump pump? Okay, all right. Let me just start by saying, okay, I have a submersible pump that I did bring with me back to West Virginia on this trip. I'm like, oh, cool, I could actually use this down here, right? Which is great. Yeah, just don't tell the truth, right, Prep Rebel? Exactly. Um, so I brought my submersible pump with me, and I get down here, and I'm like, yes, I got the submersible pump. I can use this in the hole, and this will work, right? Except one little problem. One little problem. I did not bring a garden hose with me at all. So I probably have 8 garden hoses in New York, and I have none here in West Virginia. So that's why I ended up taking all that water out of the hole by 5 gallon bucket at a time. Uh, it we did like 140 gallons the first day, and probably the same amount the second day to get all that water out of the water's all out of there now. Has been all out of there. I've been working on the bunker the last 2 days digging, and so how far is it from place to place? Catfish Jenkins said it takes me 8 hours driving. Well, 7 hours and 46 minutes. I drive a little faster than the average bear, so but yeah, it's a long haul. It is definitely a long haul, but anyway, so I have my pump. Wasn't able to use it because and I could have just plugged it into the electricity. I wouldn't have even needed to use a generator. It would have worked fine just by plugging it into the power source. And so, uh, that's kind of what happens with that. So just one of those things. Now, I wanted to address a couple things with the bunker build. At the lowest level right now, as of today, I'm down 7 feet. And I'm going to explain to you guys in this stream as well a little bit of what my thought process is, what I'm going to be doing. I heard all the comments, or I saw a lot of the comments and stuff like that. So the best way to explain this, all right. So here's where the start of the bunker dig was. Here's the hill, all right. So the hill goes up this way. I am going straight down, and I'm going to go down 12 feet before I go in. My thought, well, so the reasoning for that is that if I go down deep enough, and then go in. You could ride a tank over the top of this bunker area that I'm going to be digging, and it's not going to bother anything. So that's my thought process on that, and that's why I'm doing it the way that I'm doing it. It will be well underground. So my favorite comment, I got it. It was deleted too, by the way. The guy said in the comment, he couldn't even build a gutter, and now he's going to build a bunker. I can't wait to see this. Well, you know what? Clearly, proper drainage in the bunker will be a top priority. Absolutely, and I already have a game plan for that. I need to get down to the level that I need to get down to first before I do that. I will show everything that I do. This is not something, just so you guys know, this is not a fly by night thing. This is not something that I'm just winging by the seat of my pants. I absolutely have a game plan. Ed, how far down did the POWs dig in the Great Escape? You know what? I don't think they dug down that far. To be honest with you, I don't think they dug down that far. But the thought process is this, okay? And just so you know, so right now I am on part of the bunker. I am down to the 7 foot level. I'm cleaning up that whole area. I'm going to finish clearing the other part that I need to clear out to get everything at the 7 foot level. Okay. So, what my game plan is, once I get that all down and it's all at 7 feet, I'm going to be, I have like some posts that are like this wide, but but like that by that. They're very heavy. Let's put like it takes two people to carry one of these posts. Okay, they're 10 foot long. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be doing 5/8 inch sheets of plywood on the outs. So here's your post, right? On the outside of the post, running until it runs into the next post, is going to be 5/8 sheet of plywood as well. Then on the inside of it, I'm going to be running, I have true 2x4s that are going to be running on the inside of that. That will be going down into the hole at that point. I'm just trying to finish squaring it off at that 7 foot level right now. I'm not going deeper until I have the box in the bunker. Okay. Because obviously safety is going to be a huge thing. I don't want cave ins or anything like that. I don't want to have to deal with anything like that. So that's why I'm, getting where I'm at. Now, people are talking about, oh my God, with the wet, you could have cave ins. We are talking, guys, a very, very heavy clay that I'm using a jackhammer to break up. Really, I could be wrong. Who knows? I've been wrong before, right? I'm not always right, but I don't think there's going to be cave-ins because at this point, because of the fact that it is so heavy and it's so dense. There's really not going to be much of a chance for that. Once I put the box in there, it'll be squared up. All four sides will be squared up down there, and it's going to be, that's going to help alleviate that problem. Yeah, compacted earth. It's not. I'm not dealing with sand. I'm not dealing with loose gravel or not loose gravel, loose dirt. I'm not dealing with any of that. Once I dug down probably 6 inches, it has been nothing but clay. As much as it is nothing but clay. So as long as you prevent further filling of water, it should dry out. Well, it's already dried out, Randy Romines. It's already dried out. That's the point I'm making. Once I got the water out of there was like this much mud on the bottom, that much. Got that out of there. It's completely dry again. So it's not, because it is such a heavy, dense clay. That's why the water filled up like it did. Okay, it's just because it doesn't. It's not going to soak in. It will eventually, but it would take days and days and days to do it that way. Okay. No, you know what? Prep Rebel, yes. And that's why I'm going to be doing the shoring. I'm absolutely going to be doing the shoring. That is absolutely what I want to do. That's what I'm going to do. And so right now, I'm I took some pictures today, show my group members where I'm at. There will be another video. I'm going to be doing update videos once a week. So where I'm at right now, I may do a video tomorrow to show you what I'm working on. Okay. And there is, and I'm going to tell you what, it's heavy work. It's hard work. It's not easy. Um, you know, No, I'm not saying I didn't take any of it critical, Randy Romines. You're making the comments because you care, and that's fine, and I totally understand it. But I wanted to explain to you guys. I'm not taking any. I'm not constructive criticism. I'm absolutely all right with. Yes, I need to make sure that it's shored up so that I don't have any cave-ins or not cave-ins, walls collapsing. I get it. Trust me. Last thing I want to do is die in a hole in the middle of the woods. All right. I have Steve here with me, so he's working on top. So when I'm throwing, chunks and of the clay up, and when I'm filling the buckets and putting them up there, he's right there. All right. So trust me. I have a game plan. I know exactly what I want to do. Once I get down, I can't use a backhoe, Marshmallow Man. First of all, okay, I don't have the money to rent a backhoe, and where I'm doing this project, it's it, you if you walked my property, you never seen this project. Okay, you wouldn't have any idea where it is. I'll just put it like that. Okay, yeah, clay is less likely to cave in, unlike sand. Exactly. So, getting down to the level that I'm at, I'm squaring it up is what I'm finishing up right now. I did quite a bit today. I'll be out there again tomorrow. I will be out there again on Sunday. I will be continuing to work on things as we move forward. As soon as I get it all at that level of 7 feet, I'm building my box. The box is going to go in there, and you will see when I do this, you're going to see, and you'll be like, oh, okay, I get it now, and that's fine. People can think what they want. Yes. Did I know how to do the gutter? No, I did not. So, like I said, the person, making that comment, that's fine. I am not a carpenter. I have never said I was a carpenter. But what my game plan is, get that box built so I have the protection. All right. So for digging, for either me digging or my group members digging, I don't want to risk anybody's safety. So before everybody gets here next week, which will be is when everybody's going to get here, that box will be in that hole. I figure I got 2 days worth of work to get everything down to that 7 foot level because it's not easy. Okay. So it'll take me at least 2 days, I think. I don't know. I might be able to get there tomorrow. I don't know yet. We're going to have to see how I feel. Number one, it's a lot of lifting. It's working with a jackhammer. It's not easy, and I'm not 25. So you know, how do you prevent the box from shifting as you dig deeper than 7 feet? Okay, good question, Emmett. So the poles, the posts are 7 foot or 10 foot long. So as I go deeper, the box should just settle in down as I go. And you're going to see it's going to be very, very heavy duty. This is not going to be some crap put together thing. I mean, the 2x4s that are going to be on the inside for bracing on the inside of the plywood, it's heavy duty. Okay, so you know, yeah, and just do what you do is best. All right, thank you, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. I already, like I said, once I get down to 12 feet, okay, just so you guys know, I'm going to be putting in a concrete base, and I'm going to put footers in all around it, and then I'm going to concrete block it up. My urgency with getting down to the 12 feet is I want to try to get everything blocked up to the top of the bunker before it gets too cold and I can't concrete any higher, because once we're below 50 degrees air temperature, concrete's not going to set. So I have a little bit of time, and I know I have a little bit of time, and I'm trying to utilize it as much as I can to get to where I want to get to so that I can start concreting that up. And that's going to be a project in itself. That's going to be an absolute project in itself, which is okay. I don't have a problem with it, but I have a very serious game plan. I know exactly what I want to do, what I want to accomplish, and I'll explain everything as I'm doing it, and you will see what my thought process is. And then once that part of it's done, not until that part's done do I start digging into the hill. Okay, so it's going to be. So I'll give you an example. I was talking to Angry Prepper Jason. All right, and he said to me, with you, and it's a bunker food storage, root cellar, whatever you want. It's not your traditional root cellar, okay? This is not going to be a traditional root cellar. It's going to be a root cellar bunker. There's going to be an underground freezer in this thing. I have a lot of plans that I want to do. But anyway, so Jason had asked me, he said, how long do you think it's going to take you to do this project? And I realistically said to him, years. It's going to take me years. All right. But if I can get this thing down to that level that I need to get it to, so I'm at 7 foot now for the most part. I got a couple more days and everything will be at 7 feet. Get my box built, get that in there, and then I'm going down another 5 feet. And believe me, when you're standing in the hole and I look up and this much more, and there's, it's dirt before the air is there, it's a little intimidating. Okay. So I want to make sure that it's safe. So trust me, safety is a huge, huge I'm not doing something stupid. I'm not doing it half aid. I'm not doing it that way. It's going to be squared away. It's going to be solid. It ain't going anywhere. And honestly, once the box is in place, it probably is not coming back out because it's that heavy. It's that heavy. So, you know, you digging a hole and building a structure in it, pretty simple. I did mine in the side of a mountain with a pick and shovel. Yeah, and the thing is, once we start digging in, all right, once we start digging in, literally we're going to dig in no more than 2 feet, and then that's going to be shored up. And once that's shored up, then we know that we're not going to have a collapse overhead. We'll go in the next 2 feet. Simple. I mean, it sounds simple, but there's a lot to it, and there's a lot of safety concerns, and air holes have got to be brought in. I got to make sure that there is not a buildup of carbon monoxide. So, you know, yeah, you need to have pinball. He's 6'8". Yeah, right. Exactly. But again, it's and see, here's the cool thing too. So coming into winter, obviously. So once we get into the cold weather, once we're into December, January, February, possibly March, who knows what March is going to be, I can work underground all winter, and it don't matter because the temperature, once you're under the frost line, which I'm absolutely under the frost line, it's always 58 degrees. So it's going to be perfect. So with even doing concrete work in the tunnel as we start digging in, it's not going to be a problem because it's going to be 58 degrees. So, it's just, we'll see. And for all the doubters, for all the people that said, whatever they're going to say, which is fine, I could care less. My reply to all of them is, watch me. That's all. Right. I haven't hit rock. Right. And if I hit bedrock, that could be a change of plans. You know what I mean? But so far, so good. We've been straight clay, and yes, it is. And here's the best part. Yeah, Mark's saying haters are gonna hate. Here's my thought to anybody that wants to be hateful in any way, shape, or form. Please, in your ultimate wisdom, show me how to do it the right way. Show me how you built your bunker. Show me how you built it because I would be very, very interested to seeing that. You know, very interested to see that. You know, and it doesn't matter. It doesn't really matter. I'm going to do this. There is no maybe, possibly. Oh, I'm not sure. None of that's there. It's going to happen. So it took me 6 months to get my shipping containers 20 feet down. It takes time. Exactly. And that's exactly right. It takes time. I'm not worried about it. I'm going to accomplish what I can accomplish. And, I will have a place that not only, you know, um, is going to be a perfect storage temperature, right? Because the ultimate goal is to get all my supplies underground because once you're underground, you're always at 58 degrees. Simple. All right. So perfect environment for storing things, winter or summer, doesn't matter. So that's the first goal is to get down, get a tunnel in, dig out a room that we can use for storage. So, it's going to be fun. It's a fun project. I remember being a kid Who remembers? And anybody from the north will remember this. The southern folks won't. But who remembers huge piles of snow and digging your tunnels into the snow when you were a kid? I sure do. We did it all the time. It was a blast. It was a blast. And guess what? We didn't shore anything up. We didn't do any of that as a kid. So if those things had collapsed on us, we'd have been screwed. Screwed. But you don't think about that when you're 11, 12, 13 years old. You just think that it's cool. We're going to have fun. Well, guess what? I'm having fun. I'm a big kid at heart. And, so yeah, we slide off the house with a sled. Exactly. I mean, that's just what that's what we grew up doing. So I get to do something to me, and I know it's so funny. I love when people, oh, well, get a backhoe and do it that way. What I'm doing with this here, guys, I'm earning it. Okay. I'm getting a phenomenal workout, and it is something, it's a labor of love. It's something that me and my group are doing with our own hands. And, I'm going to tell you right now, I guarantee it, if you were coming down and you were part of my group and you spent a day, a few hours, not even a day, because we're not like, 8 hour shift. We're not doing anything like that. It's a couple hours, maybe. I think today I worked down there for an hour and a half today. Okay. So, and I'll probably do the same thing tomorrow. If I'm doing an hour a day, it'll be amazing how much progress I get done. And I know that. So I'm okay with that. If you come down here and spend a couple hours working with me in that hole, I guarantee you will sleep like a freaking champ that night. I will sleep great tonight. I slept great last night. I'm a little bit sore today, but guess what? When I get up tomorrow, I'll go right back down in that hole and I will continue to work because I want to. See, here's the best part. Nobody's making me do anything. Nobody's making me do anything. This is something that I want to do. And, thank goodness I bought that jackhammer. I was thinking of the other area that I had originally shown you guys where I was going to do something, and I still may do something there. Once I get started with doing something like these things, it's not just going to stop at one. I'm not just going to. And here's the other thing too. I wanted to explain. There will be more than one way in and out. Just putting it out there as well. So, you know, more than one way to be in and out. So it's going to be fun. Look at it this way, Ed. Right now at 7 feet, you're out of house level. Yeah, right, right. So it's like I said, and I will explain. Like I said again, as I do stuff, I'll explain why I'm doing it, what my thought process is, how I plan on draining any water that comes in there off. I have a game plan for all of those things, and so, it is. It's cool. It's going to be fun. And like I said, it's a great workout, and I'm keeps me out of trouble. Keeps me out of trouble. Anyway, so I want to go back to my title today. All right, the first part of the title for this live stream, right? Endeavor to persevere. So some of you, especially some of you older folks that are watching this, may know what line that movie comes from. So it's a line from a movie because I'm a weird person like that. I think of things and only a suggestion. How about covering the hole with a tarp? Actually, what I'm probably going to end up doing, Prep Rebel, is I'm going to put like a piece of plywood. So what movie, guys? So you guys are smart. I got some smart people in the chat. Yeah. The Outlaw Josie Wales, the guy that played the Indian character in there, he said that line in that movie. So I just thought that was, I'm like, well, I'm going to put that up there. Yep, Chief Dan. Yep. So, and if you don't know what I'm talking about, you should absolutely go watch the movie The Outlaw Josie Wales. I love that movie. Very, very cool movie. So a lot of fun. And many, many moons ago. So for those of us that are in my age group, did you guys, Angie Dickinson just turned 91. I'm like, what? Angie Dickinson is 91 years old. I'm like, holy crap. As a kid, seeing her on TV, I was like, man, she's hot. She was hot. Angie Dickinson was hot. And she's 91 years old. I'm like, holy crap. So amazing. Amazing. But anyway, yeah. So my brain works weird. So certain things will pop in, and there's always a connection. So you might not always know it. So like basically a lot of people when they saw that title probably had absolutely no idea, but some of you did. And that's for you guys. It's one of those little tidbits of things. But the point is endeavor to persevere. It's a great line, and it's actually, yeah, we use our ADHD as a superpower. Yeah, exactly. Um, what we do with that, with everything going on, with the craziness in the world, now I don't, like I said again, I hear things, people send me information, don't know the validity of it or if it's not valid, but something to talk about, something to share. Somebody had just said that the United States government just bought $290 million worth of a product to help with radiation sickness. Now, I don't know if that's true. I don't know if it's not true, but let's say that was true. That's very interesting, kind of scary at the same time. Why would they be doing, you know, why would they be doing that? And so, what do they know that we don't know? And $240 million worth of iodine pills. Okay. Pinball did a show about it. Okay. So, if that's the case, if they've done that, what are they preparing for? Realistically, that's scary. That's scary to think about. And so, uh, you know, to me, in the way I look at things, if I can get something built, a safe place for not only myself and my group, then I think that that is a good thing to do because you just never know. You know what, guys? I love when my favorite lines are when people say on my channel or somebody else's channel, "Oh, nothing's ever going to happen." Well, that's a stupid statement because you don't know, and something is always going to happen. Life is going to go on. Things are going to happen in life. We're all going to face adversity. We're all going to face sickness. We're all going to face death as well. So, morning light, Ed, it's not their money, so why not? Just in case. Well, yeah, good point. And but you know, having someplace, and so I remember somebody asked me, "Are you just building this bunker just for yourself?" No, no. When I guys, I'm gonna tell you what. When I get done with this bunker, uh, I think some of you will be. Probably I'll never be done. To be honest with you, I probably will never be done. But when I get going and doing what I want to do with this project, it's going to be interesting. And it should, if you guys remember, there was a place. I think it's over. It might be Iraq, if I'm not mistaken. Either that or it's in that Eastern area. A guy was digging in his basement to do something and came across an underground, basically city that was built eons ago, and it had horse stalls. I guess it was big enough that it could have housed 10,000 people, all dug out of the earth. Think about that. Think about that. You know, that's a lot. That is a lot. And so, I'm not looking for anything quite on that scale. I don't have that kind of time. I don't have that many years, I don't think. But you know what? With working together as a group, we can make really good headway on this thing. I wanted to really, you know, get at this because again, time is of the essence. Just for that initial getting, once I set this, guys, and get down to that level, and I put a concrete pad on the bottom, and then I get my footers in there, and I start building up the block. Every concrete is going to have extra rebar. Every hole is going to be completely filled with concrete. It's going to be locked in so well that that ain't going anywhere, even with an earthquake. And that's the whole idea. This is going to be a very, very safe shaft, if you will, to be able to get down to the lower level. And there is, you know, will I do some kind of what I would like to do is some kind of a pulley system or something. I'm still waiting for me to uncover some Civil War treasure. Well, I don't know about that, but it's like I said, unless they were digging down that deep in the clay, I don't think so. But you know, it's going to be solid. This thing is going to be solid. It's going to be, you know, it's going to be pretty cool. And when walking into this thing, I want the hallway, if you will, the tunnel, the initial tunnel, to be at least 7 foot high, because I don't want to have any issues with getting anything I want to get in there. I don't want to have any issues with, I'm not going to be hunched over walking through anything. No, it seems going to be it's going to be pretty massive. And so if I go down 12 feet and then I go in, and if I, that's 5 feet from the top of where the hole started, that would be going in. So it's going to be, like I said, it's going to be a project. It's going to be a lot of work, and I realize that, but I am really, really excited about it. Hey, Pam in Wonderland. Isn't iodine for nuclear? Yes. Yes, it is. Yep. Yep. That's why they're buying the iodine tablets. It helps to fight nuclear radiation. So thank you very much for the question, and thank you very much for the donation as well. I do appreciate that. So what do we at 355 in the chat, guys? We're 159 on the thumbs up. If you did not, how many buckets of water did you take out of the hole? Oh, that would be tonight's. Yeah, right. It was a lot. It was a lot. Like I said, probably close. I would say at least 280 gallons of water we pulled out of that hole. So, but anyway, if you have not shot a thumbs up yet, I'm going to ask you to please do that to show support for the channel, and thank you ahead of time. Also, it really does help with the algorithms, so I thank you for that reason as well. And if you are not subscribed to the channel, I would ask you to please subscribe. Make sure you hit that bell icon to get all notifications as well. So thank you for all that. I will tell you this: that first day that I was getting the water out of the hole, at first I was like, getting a partial bucket of water and then just like lifting it up and setting it up on top. Well, after I did that a few times, my shoulder started saying, "No, that's not a good idea." So, what I started doing after that is I would get the water in a bucket and I would turn around and I would set it two hands on top of the ladder. And then, and Steve's been a huge help. I will tell you that. Steve has been a huge, huge help, because otherwise, I'd fill 4 buckets up with, debris. Then I would have to climb out of the hole, dump them all the pieces that I throw out. I would have to do all that. He's doing all that for me. So, that's really helpful. And it makes a big difference. It really, just one extra set of hands. It is amazing what a difference that can make. Unbelievable difference. So, but and that, like I said, that's not the only thing that I've been doing. You'll see tomorrow's video what I'm was been working on as well, and that project actually is done now. So you'll see the start of that project, I think, with the early video tomorrow, and then you will see the finished product of, and that's the battery room, and you'll see that in the second video tomorrow. So those will be those 2 videos. I will probably videotape in the bunker tomorrow before I get the framework in there and stuff like that, and kind of show you where I'm at with that. And so just kind of show you what's going on. And but yeah, it's like I said, it's exciting to me. I enjoy the workout. I do. I like the physical activity. I know some people don't, uh, and that's fine. I don't really care. But I don't mind it. I never have. Do what I got to do, take care of what I got to take care of. So um, it's coming together, and it's gonna, like I said, it's gonna be. But I want to, like I said, show the steps. I'm going to show when we have a hurricane come through and dump a ton of water in our area, what happens. Okay. Until I get down to the level that I'm going to get down to, I got to deal with it the way I'm dealing with it. The forecast moving forward right up through till next Thursday is great. And so it gives me time over the next 5, 6 days to really make headway in this project. And so that's what we're doing. And like I said, it's going to be a lot of work, and I know that, and that's okay. Never been afraid of hard work. Never been afraid of it. So, like I said, it'll come together, and it's going to be, like I said, it's going to be quite the project, and I'm okay. I'm okay with that. I mean, but so that's where we're at with that. So, but I just, I wanted to kind of talk a little bit more too. Um, did you find your Aero on iced tea would be in case for 50 cents a can? I have not found that price anymore. Yeah, you can't get it for 50 cents a can anymore. Uh, I think the lowest that I've got it for is maybe 69 cents a can. Uh, it is what it is. The price is going to be the price. Everything's gone up, guys. Everything has gone up. Prices of food is absolutely ridiculous. I was talking with Asif earlier today. We were texting, and he was saying that one of his patients ran out of gas on the way to their appointment. That's how bad things are. Nikki's Nook, Ed, glad to see you. Hate that you got a strike. Well, I wasn't real happy about it either, Nikki, especially when you're talking about a video that was a year and a half ago, and nobody watches realistically videos from a year and a half ago. Because when I initially got the strike, I'm like, what did I get a strike for? What I'm not talking about this, and I'm not talking about that, So I had no idea, and so but you know, you can't fight City Hall, right? So I was pretty pissed. I'm not going to lie. I appealed it, stated what I meant, with what I was saying, and which was 100% the truth of what I was saying. But they said that I was, spreading misinformation. You guys remember that one from an event that happened? So it is what it is, So um, I could be all pissed off and be angry and come on here and flip out. And what's that going to do? Is that going to change anything? No. But I will tell you this: if down the road 10 years they decide to have a nice big old lawsuit, I would be more than happy to be part of that, because you're talking shadow banning, not putting our content as, creators out there, removing subscribers that didn't want to be removed. Just all the little games that are played on a constant basis. It's annoying. It's truly annoying. So, just an excuse to put you on edge. Well, it's just like I said, it's just all part of it. It's what you got to deal with, and that's what I'm doing. I'm dealing with it. So I'm just going to continue to do what I do, share information, show what we're working on down here, and continue to do that. And that's pretty much where it's been. It's been done to not have to pay creators. That's part of it. Absolutely, that's part of it. The bigger you are, the more money that you were able to make on YouTube. And so they don't like that. And I realize that, listen, it's not like, oh, this is just a personal attack on Prepper Nurse One. No, it's happening to across the board. So, other platforms, you know what? I, I get what you're saying, Sharon. You know, oh, Okie Ford says you're still at 107,000 subscribers. That should be going up. They've been holding me back now. Um, I think I'm up to like 107,210 right now. I've peaked out at 351, 107,351. And in the last 4 or 5 months, it has just slowed degradation down. I was down to like 160 something, and then it's come back up a little bit. It's just like I said, it's just no, I never got the plaque. I really don't care. I mean, I kind of want the plaque, but I'm not really worried about it. But I should probably contact somebody and say, hey, can I get my plaque? Because I did earn it. So, but yeah, I just again, when my channel was taken off initially, all right, I went, I did that video on FEMA camps, and I went from 11,000 subscribers to 22,000 subscribers in like a month. And then the channel was just like a juggernaut. It was taken off, and I had got up to like, 70,000 or something like that. And then like after that, whatever YouTube does, they did, and it just slowed down. And then when I got up to 100,000, it jumped up pretty decently from like 90 to 100,000. It went pretty quickly, and then I like I said, going up to 107,000, it went up fairly fast. And then again, like they slammed the brakes on again. So and that's not, oh well, people don't want to watch you anymore and all that kind of crap. I know it's not, because I get emails all the time from people telling me, I've been unsubscribed from you. They keep doing it to me. I resubscribe, and the next thing you know, I'm unsubscribed again. That's why I try to keep things on. Generally I post at 3 every day, and then I'll post at 7 at night if I'm doing a two upload day. If I'm live streaming, I live stream on Fridays, Wednesdays, and Sundays, and I do that every week, same time, 8 o'clock. So on those days, I do a video at 3 and then the live stream at 8. So, it's people know when I'm generally going to be, on. And so I was profiled after Biden took office. Prior to that, you were cruising along. Yeah, I guess you could say so. I guess you could say so. But it's like I said, again, I'm going to be here as long as I can be. I enjoy doing this. I really, it's a lot of fun for me. I like showing the progress of everything that we're doing. New York, 8 years. Took me 8 years to get to New York where it is right now. You know what I mean? That's a long time. And I realize that doing what I'm doing down here, it's not going to happen overnight. And that's great. And that's fine. I'm okay with that. It's not just the big channel's been trying to get to 500 sub level, holding around 450 since May, was getting 10 subs a day. Yeah, and boss prepping, I feel you, man. I do. I totally get you. I was picking up 100 subscribers a day, and then I go from picking up 100 subscribers a day to losing 15. You know, and then I have, like I said, people coming in and saying, "Hey, this is what's going on." Oh, I did an interview. And I don't think he sent me the rest of the information. Let me just look real quick. Let me look and see. Uh, Hold on. Let me just. I just want to make sure that he didn't send the link for me. So I did an interview with a fellow prepper today. No, he hasn't sent me the link yet. Okay, well, when I have the information, I will share it with you guys. Probably on Sunday's live stream. And fellow YouTuber, he's pretty new, just started doing his stuff this year. He's at like 1,500 subscribers, and so I will give you all that information, and you know, we'll go from there. So I'll share that so you guys can go watch that interview if you like. Subscribe to his channel, show him some support. Real nice guy. He was wearing a Navy shirt, so I'm not going to hold that against him. So he's in the Navy, so good guy though. So I just give him a hard time, but anyway, so another fellow veteran. So I definitely want to support that. And so, but yeah, we'll I'll share that information when I get all that information. So, but uh, Angela, Mary, they do. It seems they have selective censorship is getting worse and worse for certain channels. Yeah, like I said, there's no, there's nothing wrong with the Navy prep rebel. I'm busting chops. Anybody that is willing to sacrifice their time being in the military, I have nothing but respect for them. Obviously, at the time when I was in, it was a rivalry, but when we all get out, we all respect each other. That's just the way it is. So, but anyway, we're just going to keep plugging along. So, what are we at here? It's almost time to do. Wait a minute, did I? Oh yeah, I got that over here. I'm making sure. Where did I put that? My list. Where did I put my list? So I want to make sure I have that. So all right, it is egg count time. So let us do that. So again, how many eggs today? And yes or no for thick neck. So I'll give you guys a moment to get your guesses, and we will go from there. So I'll give you a moment. It's warm in here. I'm gonna turn this fan on a second, guys. Hold on. It definitely cools down at night, but it's at the moment it's still kind of warm in here. All right, so Nate Dampier would have been right if he had said yes or no, but he did not. So I got to give Nate Dampier the thing for saying 5 eggs because 5 eggs is the right answer, but he did not have both ends of that. So Nate Dampier does not get the credit. Nate, come on. The winner is Randy Romines with 5 eggs and no for thick neck today. She is the first one that had the right answer for both aspects of the question. Come on, Nate, join the team. Let's go, pal. You got to say yes or no. Now, I will tell you this. I will give you guys a hint. You guys should know. Yeah. And congratulations, Randy Romines. You've won absolutely nothing. Um, Here's the thing you got to understand, too. Just so, moving forward, we are getting into colder weather, especially in New York. We've already had a frost up there. The garden's done up in New York, right? Thick neck, she does not like the cold weather. She does not lay very much in the cold weather. So just giving you that heads up moving forward. Now she may surprise us here and there, but there's been a lot of times in the winter that she don't lay for weeks. So she's not a fan of cold weather. She is a fair weather layer. It's been cold up in New York. Yep. So I got to tell you. So here I am today. I'm down here. Beautiful blue skies. It's gorgeous, gorgeous weather. Just perfect. To me, it's perfect. I love this time of year. I really get motivated. Fall and spring are probably my two most productive times because it's not too hot, it's not too cold. You can get out and get things done. You can, sweat, but you're not like drenched in sweat. So I asked Heather, I go, so what was it like up in New York today? Oh, Dad, it was cloudy and overcast all day long. I said, hey, typical New York day. I don't miss that. I don't miss that. I like being like today, being out here. The sun is out. If you're standing out in the sun, it feels fantastic. And the leaves are really starting. The leaves in New York were changing big time when I left, and the leaves down here are starting to change as well. And it's beautiful, beautiful. So, very, very fortunate to be where I'm at, in my opinion. I love this location. I have good neighbors. Randy and Diane are just amazing neighbors. I have another neighbor that is amazing as well. Goes by his nickname is Hammer. Really just down to earth dude. His family's awesome as well, wife and kids. Just good people, just good people, and so that's cool. And like I said, we're just taking care of our business, down here. I was give you guys a little bit of a heads up too. You might have heard, you might not have heard. I when I went to New York, I was talking with Dennis. If you guys remember Dennis, was the guy that came down with me last year that ran the skid steer, the Bobcat, and so he was down here with me last year for that. So he called me up and he asked me, would it be okay if he came down here to work, and stay here on the property. And I'm going to tell you what. So let me tell you a little bit about this, okay? Dennis is the kind of guy that if he moves down here, and I told him yes he could, so I think he's planning on coming down here in the spring. He'll build himself a little place. He wants to be up by the graveyard because he said he likes those kind of neighbors because they're quiet. I said fine, right? Um, I'll set Dennis loose in these woods, and anything that's been dead or standing dead or dropped that's dead, he will buck everything up. He will get us so much wood that we're not going to run out of wood for years. Okay, that's Dennis is awesome with that. Dennis also really enjoys gardening. I plan on doing some extensive greenhouses in here, hopefully next year. Raised beds inside the greenhouses, and I will share all that with you as we get going with that. Dennis also is a fantastic hunter. So, turkey, deer, whatever the case may be, set Dennis loose in the woods, and he's coming back with something. He may, might take him a little bit, but he'll get it done. Dennis is also a fantastic cook, and I mean, I'm talking fantastic cook. So he brings a lot to the table, and I have absolutely no problem with him coming down here as well because I've known Dennis for a while as well, and he's not married, Juby Joe. I will show. Somebody has show that. No, no, he is not married. Uh, like me, he's done it twice. So, but he's a good dude, and we'll I had told him if he wanted to come down now that he could, but JJ, we've already got some trees bucked up down in the woods. I just got to get them out of there. Like I said, I've been kind of focusing on the bunker. So, but yes, I do have to get those out of there. But anyway, but no, Dennis is like I said, he's a build himself a place, let him do his thing, and he'll be just happier, happy than happy can be. We got 25 acres here. Um, Very few people I trust that I would say yes, you can come here and live. Obviously, certain members of my family, uh, you know, that's fine. But like my buddy Steve and Dennis, yeah, they can be here because they're going to be they're assets. They're willing to help. They're not afraid to get their hands dirty. And it's not a matter of just having them here because they're going to work and do stuff. That's not what it is. When I'm working on a project and I'm doing something to make our lives better, it's nice to have somebody that has that same mindset that wants to do the same thing. Self sufficiency, and and those type of things. So when you're doing a greenhouse project and you're putting building the raised beds, and then you put yeah, building my tribe, exactly. And once we get the greenhouse over the top of those raised beds, now you can control the conditions for those plants that you have in there. And and I know exactly what I want to do with those type of things, and that's what we're going to do. We're going to get it done. And I have plenty of spots where I can throw up greenhouses. I plan on having a lot of fruit trees down here. Just, you know what, realistically, buckle up, come along for the ride. And as long as SHTF doesn't happen, uh, you're going to see this place turn into something amazing, absolutely amazing. It's going to take time, and it's going to take an effort. I'm really happy to have the people that I have in my group already. We're going to be adding more people, obviously, as we go. I know that like this get together, we have should be having at least two new people coming to this get together, and so it's like I said, it's a trial and error. We're going to learn as we go, uh, you know. But so far, like we had a new husband and wife came the last get together. I knew that they were going to be a good fit. Absolutely knew they were going to be a good fit, and they're awesome. They're good people, and that's what I care about. I want decent people. You have to understand something, folks. Okay, if you can't work together with people, if you can't come together for that common cause and that common plan, it ain't never going to work. Okay, it ain't never going to work. Are you going to have um, are you going to have problems? Are you going to have people that are going to get into arguments? Of course you are. That's life. We're human beings. That's what happens. But I will tell you, you put the right people together and you work together and you build those relationships, you build that brother and sisterhood, uh, you can trust those people and they're going to have your back. And that's what you want. That's what you want. So, but, uh, but anyway, hey, Randy Romans, you have a good night, hon. So, but anyway, that's where we're at. And we're just going to keep doing what we're doing. And, for all those people, all the naysayers, oh, a group can't work. You can't have strangers come together and stuff like that. Again, I have one answer. It's the best answer in the world. Watch us. Because it usually it's watch me, but watch us. Watch us come together. Watch us build this community down here. Watch us put together something absolutely amazing. That's what we're going to do down here. And that's what we're working on. And, it just, you have to have a mutual respect for people. You have to have that something in common. In the prepping and working to be off grid and be sufficient and have our place here and do those type of things, we all have that common goal. Also have the common goal of when things go sideways, because I think it's just a matter of when, not a matter of if, that we're coming together. And if I got a fairly decent sized group of folks down here, you're not going to want to come down here screwing around after a post event. And I'm not saying that like, oh, well, we're tough guys and it ain't anything to do with that. If we're working on training with some things and working on things, and so there's a lot going to be happening, and it takes time. Everything takes time, but Mark, I'm a tough guy. LOL. Oh my god, that's too funny. So, but like I said, we just no Zorro is a tough guy, Mark. Zorro's a tough guy until he gets bit in the head. Then he realizes, oh crap, maybe I'm not a tough guy. Zorro is Mark's dog, and Mark's got is a little dog about that high. And so Chris and Jen had their dog here, and obviously Hella's here. And Zorro was thinking he was a tough guy. Right up, and then we had Jerry Lee was over, and yeah, 17 pounds. Um, so then so I had the other three larger dogs, and he thought he was a tough guy until they decided to show him, no, he's not a tough guy. So, but he's a good dog. He's a good dog, and so he had to be rescued. But he realized after that, Zorro didn't go very far from Mark's side. After that, so too funny. But yeah, I'm going to tell you what, guys. Realistically, you get the right people, and here's the key. Let me just tell you the key. The key: do it now. Find out who you're willing to work with, because the last thing you want to do is figure it out afterwards. Because afterwards is not the time to try to figure out if you can work together or not. Because what are you going to do? What are you going to do afterwards? And you got somebody who's a pariah, somebody who is ultra negative, somebody that is a gloom and doomer constantly. It's going to drag everybody else down. So if you can put the right people together now, weed out the non-hackers, you're going to be in much better shape. You're going to be in much better shape. So that's what you want to do. I mean, realistically. Yeah, nobody wants a negative Nancy. No, because I'll tell you what, it's depressing and it sucks, and you don't want those people around you. So figure it out now. Figure it out now. So, you know, and some people, realistically, too, and here's the other thing: some people are just not a good fit for this group. Maybe they might be a good fit for another group. Okay, that happens too. So I don't want you to think like, there's been a couple people that have been asked to leave the group. Being honest, okay, different reasons. Not going to get into that. It's none of your guys' business. But you know, there were things that we decided that was not going to work. So like I said, maybe they could work with somebody else in another group somewhere. And I don't wish anybody bad. I really don't. I don't hate anybody. I don't have any animosity. I'm not wasting my time or energy with that. So, that's my thing. Uh, I'm going to try to be as positive as I can. If something doesn't work out, you know, that's part of the fact that, everybody's not going to be a good fit. And if I have 6 group members come to me and say, there's an issue with this, that, or the other thing, if you don't think you can work it out, then you got to cut that person loose. That's reality. So again, it's all a learning process. It's all a learning process, and like I said again, um, guys, I'm going to tell you what, I couldn't even begin to tell you the mistakes that I've made, even with this process. Made mistakes, but I've fixed them. Because you learn. That's that is the best way is you learn. So, but it's just that's what you got to do. That's just what you got to do. You got to figure it out. So I'm trying to figure this out as I go. So that's all I can do. All right, look at us. Actually on time, hour in, top of the hour. So let me just find the right page now, and we will do the shout outs. It's been a while, right? Here we are. All right. Let me just put this back over here. All right. Some shout outs for other channels. Start out with Icky Can up in Canada. You have Angry Prepper down in New York City. Jason is awesome. Definitely check him out. Alaska Prepper with Rudy. Love Rudy as well. Really good channel. You have Alaska Granny. There's Sean James with the Sean James channel and My Self Reliance. 2 different channels, same guy. Really, really good. A lot of good information with him. It's really fun to watch. You have North Shore Preparedness up in Canada as well. There is Corporal's Corner. You have Bjorn Hansen, 80K Man up in the Adirondacks. You have Bizariza Jizza, who does the Carrington Chronicles. He's out of New York as well. Let's see. We have Marfugal News with Adam and Dax out on the West Coast. Awesome, good information with them. Magic Prepper out of North Dakota. You have Wrangle Star. Cody's got a really good channel out there as well. Really like what he does. Red Poppy Ranch, a lot of great information with them as well. Survival Lily, you have Kyle's Cabin with Kyle and Sierra up in Minnesota. Nice young couple. You have Bush Radical and Girl in the Woods, husband and wife team. 2 different channels, really good information with them as well. You have Green Greg's. There is Southern Prepper 1. You have Gray Man Prepping, St. Bernard Acres with Joe. And actually, Joe will be coming. He was supposed to come at the last get together, but he was sick. He will be down here for our get together next weekend. So, Joe from St. Bernard Acres will be down here. You have Doug and Stacy. They have a great channel as well. The Nomadic Movement down in Panama. You have the Green Dream Project out in Arizona. A lot of good information with there as well. Camping with Steve Wallace. Definitely go check him out. Show him some support. He does a lot of stealth camping. You have Monkey Works. There is the Neat Setter, Boss of the Swamp. Diamond with the Oppenheimer Ranch Project. Love Diamond. Very, very smart. A lot of good information there. So definitely check out his channel as well. You have Patera with the Appalachian Homestead. There is Prepper, Lumina Acres, Suspicious Observer. There's Bear Independent, The Uneducated Economist. You have Bushcraft Bear over in the Canary Islands of Lipama. You have Mary Greeley News, another really good channel. She's got a lot of good information. She keeps us updated, not just on Yellowstone, but a lot of other things as well. So definitely good to watch her. Adapt 2030. There is Malachi's Corner. You have Ice Age Farmer. Now, if you're going to get your weather, especially we're getting into the season, we're going to be getting some bad weather. Ryan Hall, y'all. Gotta love Ryan Hall, y'all. He's amazing. Love his channel, so definitely go and support him as well. Russell Brand, a lot of good information with him as well. He will make you think, and that's, I think, is hugely important. We should all be thinking. That would be helpful. You have Deep South Homestead, another really good channel. The Outsider, there's The Fit Farmer, Simple Life Reclaimed, Townsend's, The Prepared Mind out of California. You have Pinball Preparedness down in Tennessee. There's East Tennessee Preparedness, the Economic Ninja, and Little House Off Gritty, who is also in Tennessee. So a lot of information, a lot of good channels out there, and I'm sure there's plenty more, and I'm sure some of you are talking about them here in the chat. I absolutely believe we should be supporting each other. I think it's important to do so, and so that's what I would encourage you all to do. Let's be positive, and let them know that Prepper Nurse One sent you over. That kind of helps me too. So hopefully they give me a shout out, and somebody comes over and checks out my channel. Heather is still doing her Etsy, but she's really been focused, been working a lot more. But Heather has her Etsy channel still. JJ will throw that link up there in just a moment for Heather's channel. She does jewelry, and she also does. Please give a shout out to Prep Rebel. Okay, well, Prep Rebel as well. Actually, I'll tell you what, I'll even write Prep Rebel on the list. Let's do that. There we go. Prep Rebel is now on the list because I did take somebody off the list. Not going to say who. Somebody was taken off the list though. So anyway, like I said again, we should all be supporting each other. It's a very small community, and I think it's better if we're trying to be positive and lift each other up instead of trying to pull each other down. So, all right, guys. So that is that. You're welcome. Very much welcome, Prep Rebel. You know what, guys? I'll tell you. I've been doing YouTube for a very, very long time. 11 years, I think, altogether. So ups and downs. Not gonna lie. Just you have yes, Bush Doctor. Yep, interview was with Bush Doctor. So he's going to have that up there. So if you want to check him out, JJ actually just put his link up here as well. Bush Doctor Survival, and just I literally an hour before the live stream, I finished up an interview with him. We did about 45 minutes, so that'll be cool. So yep. Shoot me the link tomorrow. Okay, so guys, yeah. So the interview I did was with Bush Doctor Survival. He's right there. Go over to his channel, show him some support as well if you would. That interview, I'm not sure what day he's putting it up, but he's going to have it up there, and you can watch that over there as well. And again, he just started his channel this year as well. So he said, so far I'm enjoying it. And I'm like, well, that's good because there's days you're not going to. Tomorrow night at 10? Okay. So that interview, guys, on Bush Doctor Survival is going up tomorrow at 10. Actually, you know what I'm going to do, my friend? I'm going to put you on my list as well. So that's what we're going to do. Hold on. Let's see. Find a spot to stick you on here. All right. Bush Doctor Survival is now on the list. So you will be part of the shout out crew from now on. But anyway, like I said, it's you just anybody that's doing a channel, my thing to anybody, I would say, just be true to who you are. Just, you know what I mean? Don't if you're phony, they're gonna find out. People are gonna figure it out. If you're a liar, people are gonna figure it out. Because I'm gonna tell you what, the people that hate you, that truly hate you, will go back and scrutinize every video that you do and try to find something where they can catch you in a non-truth or something that you made a mistake about or lied about or whatever. That's what they do. And see, here's the best part. And this is the way I've always said it to people. I tell the truth because I don't care. I don't have to remember anything because everything that I say is true. I'm not making anything up. I'm not making up lies. I'm never going to make up lies. So I don't have to remember things if I'm telling the truth. When somebody lies, they have to remember that lie. And a lot of times down the road, they're covering it up with another lie and another lie. They have to remember all those things. So That's, to me, it's like, just say it like it is. If you like it, cool. If you don't like it, that's not my problem. That's a you problem. So, you know, I have said from very early on, I am not politically correct. I'm never going to be politically correct. And if you can't handle that, then this is definitely not the channel to be on. Um, I'm honest to a fault. And like I said, so, you know, that's why I don't like politicians, because all politicians, whatever party that you may be affiliated with or like, they're a bunch of liars. That's what they do. They wouldn't know the truth if it jumped up and bit them in the behind, you know? And they're always trying to cover stuff up. I mean, they'll have video evidence of things that people have said, and still people will just buy into it. I just don't have time for that, you know? But anyway, like I said, to me, you know, we should be here helping each other, trying to teach people how to have a better life, to be more self-sufficient, to do those type of things. Is opposed to, let me scare you and come buy this product that I'm selling because I want to scare you. I don't want to scare you. It's not about scaring you. There's enough scary stuff out there as it is, and that's just the reality. There's plenty of scary stuff. Um, there's so many possibilities of things that could happen. So to me, it is just smart to prep. People that don't prep, I don't understand why they don't. You know what I mean? I really don't. Um, but it just, life is short. We're all going out the same way, and we're going out alone when we go out. So but you just got to be smart. Take care of your business. Take care of your families. I mean, a house, it's simple. Realistically, it really is. Yeah, you buy stuff because you need it. Exactly. Exactly. When I do the freeze dried food sales, I'm trying to help people out with that if I can. And if it saves somebody some money, great. If they don't want to buy it, then they don't buy it. Period. Simple as that. I'm not forcing anybody to do anything. I will never back a product that I don't believe in, because that's not who I am. If I believe in it, I'll do it. If I don't, then I won't. Simple. Simple as that. But Sonia Klein says my family thinks I'm a nut. I dealt with that for years, and here I'm going to tell you what. Dealt with that for years. But here's the weird part. Who's living on my property in New York now? Who moved up to my property? My sister, right? She wasn't into prepping. She didn't believe in prepping or any of that type of stuff. But you know what? You still watch out for people. You still try to take care of your family. And so that's what I've always done that. So, but it's just the way it goes. People are going to laugh at you. Let them laugh. Because guess what? You will go from being that crazy person to being the smartest person in the room when something happens. And again, SHTF, again, it doesn't have to be some cosmic, universal event that's affecting the whole planet. If you have a flood in your town and crap happens and you're sitting pretty and you're ready to go and you were prepared for it, it just puts you in a better position. It only also puts you in a position where you're able to help other people. And I think that that's a good thing. That's part of what we are as preppers. We want to help other people, or we should. You know what I mean? We should. All right, I'm behind. Now I'm behind. We are Legion because we are many. We are all over the country. We're all over the world. Where is everybody from tonight? Where is everybody from? I'm going to tell you what, for me, prepping is peace of mind, guys. Peace of mind. Waterloo, New York, Marksburg, Pennsylvania, Montreal, Canada, Nowhere, Oklahoma, Connecticut, New Mexico, BC, Canada, Michigan, Florida, Pennsylvania, Western New York, New Hampshire, Inverness, Florida, with Clyde in the house. Good evening, Clyde. Greenlee County, Arizona, Hillsboro, Oregon, New Mexico, Minnesota, Nitro, West Virginia, with Sandy in the house. Tucson, Arizona, Tennessee, Edgewater, Florida, St. Columbine, Quebec. I hope I said that right. Probably not. Franklin County, Ohio, Campbell, Missouri, St. Augustine, Florida, Nova Scotia's in the house, Leesburg, Florida, with Joan, Vancouver Island, Canada, BC, Canada. We have, there's Philip. Philip is in the house. I was waiting. I didn't see you come up there early, Philip. What happened? Southwest Ontario, Canada. So Philip in Melbourne, Australia, for anybody that doesn't know and it's your first time watching the channel. We have North Carolina, the Missouri and the Ozark, Fenton, Missouri, Savannah, Georgia, northern Wisconsin, Lake Mary, Florida, Morning Light from West Virginia, Central Florida, Texas, 90s Ozark Hillbilly, Arkansas. Awesome. Oh, he was first? I must have missed him. I'm sorry. You were first? Okay, Philip, I apologize. I just missed it, my friend. I didn't, not on purpose. We have Lake East, Ohio, Athens, Texas, soon to be near Clow, West Virginia. Very cool, Betty. Congratulations. We have Eastern Kentucky. So again, once again, all over the country, all over the world, we are a huge population of people. We are way more than people have any idea, to be honest with you. Cardinal Nation, Missouri, St. Louis. Hoosier State of Indiana. Very nice. But guys, I'll tell you, we're a huge network of people, and if we come together and work together, trust me, we wield a lot of power. A lot of power. Southeast Michigan is in the house, but we're the ones that are awake. We're the ones that can make a difference now by trying to wake people up, trying to help people. And we are definitely the ones that can help people after an event. We got New Hampshire's in the house with Brenda, and uh, and I think that's one of the reasons why we have been woken up, if you will. And I think that there is a responsibility that comes with it. Blue Ridge Mountains in Virginia, very nice. The movie that statement is from the outlaw Josie Wales, and it is the Indian chief that says that line. Prep Rebel. You have to go watch the movie. We have Central Iowa, Jennifer from Texas, very nice. Hull, Massachusetts, the middle of Georgia's in the house. So again, Otago, New Zealand. I hope that is said correctly. I doubt that I did. I don't know if I said that right or not. But New Zealand's in the house. We got Alan is here from Southern West Virginia. So, but again, um, like I said, we are definitely the ones that can make a huge difference, and I think we should try. That's all we can do. Can't help everybody. Don't. It's not realistic to think that we can help everybody. A great example, and I'm just going to actually use this in the interview. I said, if you got enough food for 10 people for 10 years, and each one of those people that's in your group brings an extra person, now you have enough food to feed 20 people for 5 years. So it can go really, really quickly if you are not careful. If you are prepared properly and have enough supplies on hand, you're allowed, I guess, if you will, to be more generous. And I think that's what we should try to do. The reason we prep is because we are hedging our bets. And I'll tell you what, I feel a whole lot better sleeping at night knowing that I am ready. So we got Alabama in the house with Boss Prepping, Central Iowa. All right, guys, I want to thank my moderators who always do a great job. I appreciate them very much, ladies and gentlemen that moderate for me. Thank you for what you do. Also, I want to thank all you guys for being here. I wouldn't be here if you guys weren't here. So I do appreciate you guys being here. And it's fun. Like I said, I missed it. Week is a long time to not be able to do anything. So it's good to be back and just a lot of fun. Remember, guys, we are all in this together. We are one race called the human race. If we could ever figure that out and stop letting them manipulate us over race, religion, political affiliation, the vaxxed or the unvaxxed, it's all games used to keep us separated and fighting, which is ridiculous. We should not be doing that. We should be coming together as human beings, working together. We could accomplish so much. It's sad that we can't, but unfortunately, a lot of that is always going to be the case. Also, remember, guys, hug and kiss the ones that you love. Tell them every single day. Tomorrow is not guaranteed. We never know what's going to happen in life. So it's really important that we tell the people that we care about every day how we feel. Uh, Last but not least, STD, step, thing, and day. One step at a time, one thing at a time, and one day at a time. Whatever you are trying to accomplish, whatever you're trying to do in life, the only person that's going to stop you from achieving your goals is you. That's it, nobody else. If you set realistic goals, make them happen, then you start working on the next one. It's as simple as that. Simple as that. And so just keep doing what you can do. And don't listen to negativity. Don't listen to people that tell you what you can't do and how stupid you are or anything else. Don't listen to that because they just want to bring you down because their life sucks. They're miserable and they want you to be miserable too. Choose not to be. Choose to be happy. All right. I will see you guys all later. I hope you all have a great night. Prepper Nurse One out for now.